I guess, when they hurt or something. I don't know about that.
That would be awful.
I know, but it didn't seem to bother her. It just.
She did what?
She would get some rubbing alcohol and throw it in her eye.
What is wrong with her?
What?
Who was that?
The woman that raised Dad. His uncle actually got him and raised him from his mom when when he was 5, because she married a man that was trying to beat Dad to death. He was like Mason's size, and he would beat him, and so his brother, like you, I mean, well, no, it's an uncle. It's his mom's brother.
This would have been, what, about 1922 or 23? He's about that size.
Daddy was born in either 17 or 18. He had 2 birth certificates. So he always went by 1918. But, KPAX TV is live now. What the heck is that?
Don't worry about it.
Text message. But Daddy's her brother, Dad's uncle. He made home brew or whiskey or something. And his sister would take it on a horse's back and deliver it to somebody. So he made money and
Which sister?
he only had one, the one they named me after, and
What was that?
Zola. And Mommy named me after her other sister, Ann. I didn't care nothing about either one of them. Mommy's sister was an alcoholic, but she finally got in church and got right before she died. But I never liked my name, but the kids couldn't say it. They always called me Joe. So Daddy just started calling me that. And it went on. Roger didn't like the name Joe, so I changed it to Joanne. I changed it when I was 38 because I hated it. I never did use it. My family didn't call me by that name, and so only time I ever used it was if I had to sign something. Like when I was married, I had to sign. I would have to sign it, but that's the only time I ever used it.
Huh.
I wasn't popular in school. Most kids couldn't even remember my name, or it was sad.
I can't imagine you not being popular as nice as you are to everybody.
No, I was rough. Life until I was 28, I hardly talked to anybody, even my family. I'd go visit Dad and Mom, and I'd hardly say 3 or 4 words to anybody, and I didn't start talking. So after I left Bobby, and then I had to get a job in this one restaurant. And we had met some neighbors, and I stayed with her for a few weeks, but he got where he called her house, and she got a restraining order against him, and I was afraid I didn't want to get them in trouble. There was this woman that that was sick, just getting out of the hospital, and they told me about her, and I went and stayed with her. She never did walk no more after she had a hip surgery, so I still done take care of her. And then my lawyer had told me to not. Vicky thinks I left her for 3 years, but it wasn't. It was a little over a year. Then Roger went and got her. When we got together, we went and got Vicky because I didn't know he was doing your dad the same way. To stupid, people like that probably died of a heart attack. Wouldn't you think?
I know he's been bedridden for a while.
Yeah.
That seems a lot worse than getting hit by a train.
Yeah, he was, and last time I talked to Norcie, he was having to use a wheelchair, and don't you imagine his mind gets tortured a lot for what he did.
I don't know. I don't know if he's so messed up in the head and wicked that it doesn't bother him.
Every
I don't know.
his 7 brothers done the same thing with their kids. But you don't hear nothing on his sisters. Like Marcy, she was always good. She was married to the same guy from the time they were young. She had to run away because her mom would never let her date or get married. And she met this one guy, and they left and went to Ohio, and there wasn't nothing she could do about it. She never wanted to leave home. And she was real kind. Goes to church all the time. I think she goes to the Church of Christ, although I've lost her number. I gotta find my
What's her name? I could probably find it.
Norcy
What's the last name?
Anderson. Michael, it's wrote down in my, she changed phone number and I had to call Juanita up in Cumberland and get Norcy's number, but I think it might be laying on the event. I think I seen it today, but I hadn't got down there to get it, but I had 3 numbers wrote down there. I had hers and Janet's new number, and Janet got out of the hospital. She's down for her son, but she's got to get rid of Lucas. That boy is 13. She's too old. I told her she's too old to be raising a kid a long time ago.
It'd be awful to mess that kid's life up just giving him away.
No, they place him in a home.
Yeah, don't.
Well, you can't give him to his mom. She's a bad drug addict, and first time she ever laid eyes on him after he was born was when her boyfriend died a year ago. Died right before Lonnie did, Mitchell did, and Charlie, and they had been raising him. Janet was standing there taking care of him because he was sick, and taking care of Lucas too. She raised him from the day he was born because there was something wrong with him and he kept trying to die. And she had to work with him and work with him, work with him. Well, now that he's 13, he's getting a smart mouth, and he won't do it. He's lazy. He won't do nothing. He was waiting there, waiting on her to. She's giving him some kind of pill. I guess he had diarrhea. I don't know. Anyway, and I'm sitting there waiting on her to give him a glass of water. I was just lazy.
Mm-hmm.
And she couldn't give him back to her mom. She was going to give him to her mom's sister, and they said they would, but then. I mean, just for the summer, this summer, you never heard a word from him, she said. Nobody knows who his daddy is, so. But his real mom went